Hello, everybody. That light is so nasty. Dog is saying hi. If you guys want to say hi to the dog, we'll do that right now while we're waiting to kind of get started. I see 8 people here. We'll go down. Say hi to the world, Ede. You want to bark? A bark? Nope. Okay. There's the dog. Everyone wants to know. Back into my office. Okay. So I mentioned yesterday in my live stream that I have been working on my Hot Wheels wall. I'm going to close these blinds. Well, not really. Been working on my Hot Wheels wall, and so this is going to be the finished product, and I'm going to have it done by tomorrow. And then I took some stuff down, so I've got to store. I'll see your comments in just a second because I actually want to get them. Took down some Kyosho, took down some Tarmac Works, some Auto World. I have some other places for these. I'll get to that later, but I've got to package up some. I'm actually going to package up some of my M2. I'm going to put them back in the displays because I like them in those acrylic displays, so I got to do that. A lot of tedious work for this weekend before we get to the convention. But I've started up here on the first 2, and then I'm working on this, and I'm going to show you my ideas, and then we'll go from there. But kind of what I'm thinking of, kind of what I'm going to do here. So there's the display. I moved these cars for a second. My auto art that are kind of dusty. I got to clean them up. I'm doing a lot of stuff today and tomorrow, actually. And then there's the display. Okay, so let's walk through what I've done. So I started with vintage racing. There are 30 cars in vintage racing, and this is the cool thing, is that I don't have to add to it, right? So I started right at the beginning, and I wanted only real riders or premium, I guess real riders up on these 2 top ones. And so so I started with vintage racing, and then I think I asked you guys yesterday, went into Hot Wheels racing. These are the real riders that I think are good. Then the Boulevard, kind of an evolution. I did, some garage. I'll get to it. I'll show you all. Then into Boulevard, and then into car culture, right? So let's walk through vintage racing. I'll just let this camera go, and I'm looking at your comments now. So this is released in 2010, I think. Almost all Trans Am muscle. Cyclone, Cuda. Obviously, the BRE Datsun is famous. But that was the one that was kind of a peg warmer. But there's so many other good ones. Junimai's Galaxy, Morse Ford, the Barracuda, or I'm sorry, the Challenger, another Galaxy. How about that Chevelle? I think that was the first issue of the Chevelle. Then these. The Petty, the Roadrunner, and then the GTX, and the Superbird. Camaro, the, the Javelin, another Camaro, Torino, another Galaxy, that one's underrated. And then Torino. So it ends with that. I think there were supposed to be more, but that's where it ends, 30 cars. So then I went right into, because I thought it made sense, I went right into the drag strip demons. I don't like the funny cars as much. They're not my cup of tea. So I just went into some of these, the AFX cars, and then like the Thunderbolt. And I tried to do them kind of in order of release. It's a little bit loose, and then back up here, Coronet. So these are not the drag strip demons from car culture. These are the original drag strip demons. So Nova, Coronet, Thunderbolt. So these are the only ones. There's maybe a couple more I want, but I'm not that passionate about it. Then I moved into Hot Wheels Racing from 2012. So this was the muscle segment. I have the three I want. There were two Mustangs, a Mustang Cobra, and then an Oldsmobile that I don't really like. So I was happy to have just these three muscle cars. I had those in. Then the ones I want from off-road. One of you asked about the Sandblaster. I don't think it fits here, and I wasn't a big fan. So I've got the Toyota Land Cruiser, 4x4 Silverado. That was the first time that was released. And then the Celica, the Pikes Peak Celica, which is way underrated. Check that thing out. Then stock car. So I have the Galaxy again, Chevelle. How about that Ford? Yeah, I think it's Ford. Then empty spot, empty spot, empty spot, because I'm going to fill those with these. So this is from the 2012 stock car series. So I got the 59 Impala. I'm going to open it later. And then the 57 Plymouth Fury, right? And the only reason I'm not adding those yet is because I have one other to come. I have a Mercury to come, and it's on its way. And then I'll fill that. And when I have all three, I'll open them and I'll do it on video, right? So, okay, then this was the RCR, right? The Racer series that was only released, I think, in Brazil and Canada. Never made it here because this line was not as popular as Hot Wheels had hoped, and so stores didn't want it. BMW, Camaro, Copo Camaro, Greenwood Copo Corvette, sorry. Greenwood Corvette, an all-timer. There's your hint. That's one of my top 5 cars of all time right there. And it's coming in the silhouettes too. Very similar. GT40, Porsche. Is that the 935-17, right? And that was those 6. Now here's the fun thing about this. Do you guys know the fun fact? There was actually one other batch that was planned for this series, and it was all Japanese. And it was going to have the 510. It was going to have the Toyota 2000 GT. It was going to have a rally-style off-road 240Z that was never made. I believe so. I'm trying to remember. When you think about the line that it was going to have, it's almost depressing. It was going to have the GT, this one. It was going to have the 2000 GT. And the reason this Super has a metal base is because it was already built for that series. I think it was actually going to be this car. Anyway, fun fact for you. So then I move into garage. I don't have very many garages because it was Larry's garage and Phil's garage, right? Wayne's garage, and then like there was Mopar garage. So I have the Ferraris. Moving into this awesome Blazer, which I think was done for this set. El Camino, the Cyclone Gassers, Dodge Power Wagon, another Ferrari. This is not the entertainment Ferrari. It's a little different. You know by it doesn't have the intakes on the hood painted black. It's just red. And then, yeah, Ferraris, GTO. What is that, the F? I can't remember what it's called. Then another GTO, another GTO. Then finishes off with the Ford Mustang. I saw someone ask about the Tomic Limited Vintage F40. They're on their way, both of them. Red and yellow. As soon as I get them, I'll feature them. I just hope they get here before the convention. I'm a little nervous about that. DeLorean from Boulevard. So then I started into Boulevard, Grand National, Vector, Camaro. I only picked out the ones I like from Boulevard, because I think Boulevard really predates car culture. Pontiac, GTO wagon, Honda Civic. Did you know that one was done? That was a massive peg warmer. Chrysler, what's that one called? God, Turbine. Triumph. Barracuda. GTO. What one is that? Is that the Buick? I don't remember. Studebaker. Mustang, Porsche, Hudson. You guys know what that one is. Renault. You guys know what that one is. Honda, Chevelle again, the super cool Astrovan. These are all that debuted. Subaru Brat, Mustang, Ford GT, Plymouth Belvedere, Bronco, Wagoneer, and then the Porsche 993. So that ends Boulevard, and then we get into car culture. You've seen car culture. So I wanted to just kind of do the evolution of kind of into car culture because I love car culture so much. So that's all the car culture. I don't need to go through all of that right now. But it ends, I've mixed in the Team Transport models, and it ends right here because it continues over there, and as soon as I have more, I'll add them. Turned in a Hot Wheels or Matchbox casting. Are you talking about Rio Sada? I don't know. So then I added, because I have space, but these will be occupied by car culture as soon as I move, as soon as more buses come out. No, the Astrovan does not open. So I added entertainment models here. So the Ferraris, some of the Ferraris, Aston Martin, Toyota 2000 GT from James Bond, Alfa Romeo, BMW, Toyota truck, Macho Power Wagon, Thunder Roller, Kenworth, the Koenigsegg. Yeah, the 2000 GT is cool, right? Mustang, Ford GT, Skyline, Sylvia. Then I went into, what is that, Slick Rides, including the Silverado. Pop culture, a couple of the 50th, and then that awesome Little Red Express, and then one of my all-timers too, the Supervan. So I have some space I got to put in here. I'm going to include the Skyline wagon. So I'm going to put that in there. Once I open that up, I'll probably do a feature before I do that. But now I got to figure out these two. I have the Supers. So I keep the most recent Supers. So I am up to the Cougar. And so when I get a new one to open, which, let's see. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So when I get the J-Case models, which might be Monday, I will open this one as part of the Super Showcase, and then that will go there. So that one will go there, and then everything pushes up one, and the Audi then heads back into storage. So, or it might go here if I think I want to do some of my favorite Supers. All right, have I done enough explaining? We're already 13 minutes in. These wall display cases are from Carney Displays, C-A-R-N-E-Y. If you look up Carney diecast displays or Carney plastics, if you Google that, you'll get to them. And they'll do cleared or mirror back. I have these customized to have the white back, and then they don't want to do these anymore that I did, which are the white with the white shelves. They won't do them. If you really ask them, they'll do them, but they'll charge you like triple for it. So I wouldn't ask for those. It's not worth it. But the white back are cool. The white backed displays, but you can do the mirrored. Some people like the mirrored, some people like the clear. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I start with, RLC, and I'll do, Jeffrey, I could, maybe I'll go through some of my all-time favorite Supers one of these days. But I'm thinking RLC to start here, but in order of release, which I'll have to do some research. But, you know, things like, obviously, the Candy Striper, the membership cars, Cyclone, let's see. Some of the, I'll pick the ones I want. Some of the Texas Drive-Ems. Some of these will have to go. There's an RLC Texas Drive-Em. Of course, the Supernovas. That's a convention one. So I'm going to pull out the convention ones. I'll do those separate. I don't know what case the Dodge Demon is in. Batmobiles, I have the RLC Silverado. That's a convention. RLC Torinos. None of those. Well, that one kind of is a convention, but RLC Toyota, RLC Mustang, RLC Datsun, RLC Datsun, RLC Datsun, RLC Datsun, RLC Datsun, RLC Datsun. Then the Golf cars, Corvette, Camaro, GTO wagon, Silverado, panel, Pontiac, Thunder Roller. So I think I'll get some of those out and just kind of do an order of these by release. Then, but I need to leave some space. Is it a matte or glossy finish? I don't know. Kind of neither. The Rio S2000 is a convention car. So I was thinking RLC here, fill in as we go. Convention here, fill in as we go. And then maybe add some supers and some other stuff. What do you guys think? I have my Toy Fair. They'll stay over here in the acrylic. Jared likes it. If you have any other ideas, I'll do real riders. One side be RLC, but I think it'd be cool to have them sorted by casting rather than release. I've thought about that. Sometimes I could change that around, but then, you have some that are released as castings and then that are multiple releases. Like, there's been a few 510s and 240Zs and such. Gasser, we're going to get a couple. Do I have the Holiday RLC car? Which one was it? Oh, it's the Texas Drive. It's there. My finger will touch it right. Doot, there. What else? So you guys think Supra's in there? I could put maybe a row over here next to the current Supers, a row of some of my favorite. About how much time do I devote to this hobby? Well, I guess I devote it to my blog and my YouTube channel. It's maybe an hour and a half a day. What else, guys? Line of favorite Supers would be neat. Okay, I kind of agree with that. Hot Wheels Man PH doesn't like the Fiat. It's not that bad. There's better. It's not that bad though. JR, you have to go back to work? So we can turn around here. So I have some stuff that I need to add here. Do I have the A86 or the Supra Super? Yeah. There. There's a variation. See? My whole goal is to, the A86 is kind of trapped in, I don't know where it is. Yeah, it's right there, see? It's kind of trapped behind this here. There it is. So here's my goal. And you guys think about this. So I do this blog and this YouTube channel, and it's good to have a lot of cars to be able to show you guys because I know you like it. I know you like when I pull out all kinds of cool older stuff, or not. I don't have a lot of super old stuff, but my goal is to have this and this be my loose collection. Have a few things stored up to the very top, and then have the display of the Tomica Limited Vintage, the display of the Hot Wheels, my storage of Tomica Limited Vintage, and that's it. No, the supers are typically, so the most recent supers, let's see, where is this? So I keep them like this to keep the most recent supers, to keep myself organized. So I have all the regulars right here, and then if you turn it around, I have their supers opposite them. So, and see, it ends with the CUDA, and then I'll add the Audi when I change the when I add the Corvette, pushes out the Audi, so the Audi will go there. And you can see that the others are waiting for their match. And then I've had to start a new one. So I'll put the Corvette there. So that keeps me organized and then I have supers that are already, the supers that I like have been mixed in with, the supers that I want to keep have been mixed in wherever they go, whether it's the, I don't know, which ones am I trying to think of? I don't know. Trying to think of supers that here, like here. Oops. Right there. Toyota, and then the two Toyota trucks. So I just mix them in. So I don't have the supers all together except for the most recent. Just for reference. What else? I'm going to work on my wall display after I jump out of here, and I'll probably pop on later today. If I get it done today, I'll do it tonight. I'll show it to you guys this afternoon, and I'll schedule it so you guys will know here on the Lamley Extras channel. I'll link it on the Lamley YouTube channel, but just subscribe to Lamley Extras, and that makes it easy. And then, hi Raylan, or Jason, I can just call you who you are. And then I will, Jason, did you do what you were supposed to last night? And then, yeah, these cases can be found at Joanne. So I'll show it either tonight or tomorrow, and that could be our normal Q&A feed tomorrow if I do the wall display. But I'll be on tomorrow as well. So because we got to prepare, guys. Chicago is coming up. I'll be there Thursday. I know some of you are going out Tuesday, and I've got some work to do. I have a couple of other things to do early in the week, and then I'm there Thursday. Where do I put errors or variations? If I keep them, if I have any, I mix them in with this stuff. If I have carded, my whole goal is to not have any carded models anymore. Here's the other thing, guys. I'm going to write about this on the blog. The blisters crack. And if you are trying to collect carded, I think the way Mattel's doing blisters now, they're going to crack eventually. And that will be heartbreaking. So think about that when you're, you want to keep them carded, you want to keep them protected, definitely do it. But I don't trust these blisters anymore. If you're, if you're trying to keep a carded collection, I just don't trust them. What is my most expensive model? That's a great question. I have no idea. Candy Striper Gasser, or is it the... Actually, no, I have a couple that are... It might be this one. You guys have I ever shown this one on this channel? Dusty. So this is the Ambassador bus. This is number 8. And if you look close, it's hard to tell. My name's on it. There it is. So I was the Ambassador in 2012. and this is what they give. They don't do this program anymore, but at the end of the tenure of the ambassador, they get Matchbox gives them one of these, a gold bus. And so there were 11 ambassadors, and so that's one of my prized possessions. So, if not my prized possession when it comes to cars. All right, what else? There, face reveal. Hi, everybody. Hey. All right. I'm going to go ahead and bail out of here. I appreciate you guys being on. Any other questions? We'll stick around for a minute. I have one custom. Well, no, I have a couple of customs, but I have one on display. Luke Hot Wheels. Do you know who he is? Luke's Hot Wheels on Instagram. You seen that thing? So I keep that custom, and then I've got a couple others. I love customs, but collecting them is really hard to do. I think I've got one somewhere in here. No. This is one from Kyosho. Is it Jokano, I think? And then oh, here. You guys have probably seen this gentleman. Oop, don't want to drop it. I think you pronounce his name Father, and he sent this to me. This is hand painted. Off of a Boulevard skyline. Yeah, Joe Cano's pretty good. Here's another one of his. So I have some, but please don't send me one. I just don't have the space. I love looking at the pictures of them. That's what I prefer to do. But those are some prized possessions too. Okay. What else? Yeah, that skyline is as cool as it gets. Darif, though, just who cares? Auto art. And they're dusty. When they're dusty, I don't like to show them. But they're pretty cool. Yeah, I'll do it another time. I'll show them another time. When am I going to put new stuff on eBay? Well, I have the stuff expiring tomorrow. And then I'm going to take a week off because I'm in Chicago and I wouldn't be able to send them. And then I'll probably start it up again in 2 weeks. I got a ton of stuff. So, okay, guys, we've gone 30 minutes. So, are we good then? RLC, convention, supers, and then some miscellaneous real riders. Speed machines was the other thing I thought about. If there's room for them, I'll put them up. And I'll let you guys know. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Got some work to do. Let's see how much progress I made. I'm out of here, guys. And thanks again for hanging out. It's kind of fun. Bye.